Hey guys, Dustin Driven Agent here today. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I okay. For some time now, I've been seeing this guy called Nemesis on YouTube, and had some interesting opinions on the Resident Evil franchise. And as of lately, when I saw this video that I'm about ready to show you, because he's been getting a lot of hatred and being called toxic toward the resident community, and I can see why he's been considered toxic. But after this rant I saw him do, I am very disappointed in this person's opinion. So here I cut it down to a decent amount of time. I cut like half of his rant out, so I will provide a link in the description. So here we go.
I'm the one speaking the fucking truth about this company that actually wants the change, that actually wants it right, that actually wants the franchise being done right. But yet you're sitting on your fucking asses looking at me saying I'm toxic to the fucking community.
So he claims that we're just sitting on our asses, and he's speaking the truth. And we're allowing Capcom to do what the fuck they want, and we're pretty much the ones that are letting Capcom do what the hell we want. I think these are very bold claims that he's just frustrated and he's just misguided on the information, because he claims, oh, I know the truth, I know this, I know that. Well, where are your evidence? Please show me evidence, my friend, because I like to see it.
They're disrespecting people like Shinji Mikami and Allison Court and Paul Haddad and Matthew Mercer and Paul Mercier. All those people. So no, if you're going to call me fucking toxic, no, you're the fucking toxic people. Because you're the ones supporting Capcom for their half-ass bullshit. And you're sitting there saying, oh, Resident Evil 7 and so forth are great games. You're the ones giving Capcom their fucking money and actually allowing them to make them half-ass bullshit.
Okay, Shinji Mikami did create Resident Evil. Yes, I will acknowledge that. Allison Court and other actors that they have, disrespected. Talent is expendable. Okay? Yes, everyone expects Allison Court to always reprise her role as Claire Redfield. Yes, I get that. But I think she's union, so therefore that's going to cost more money. So if Resident Evil wants to spend more money on voice talent, then I think they have the right to go with somebody else. So I'm kind of mixed on this part, but I do see his point. So yeah.
So no, fuck you. Fuck you. Call me fucking toxic. I'm trying to save it. I'm saving the franchise. I'm trying to speak the fucking truth and saving something that we all fucking grew up and loved. And you're sitting there shitting on me and calling me toxic when I'm the one fucking speaking the truth. When I'm the fucking one defending the fan base. You're not defending shit. You're sitting there accepting whatever Capcom throws out at you, shoving down your fucking throat, and you're accepting that. That's why this franchise is fucking dying. That's why Capcom is killing everything that everybody loved.
I may be in a minority of this, but I do see, yes, Capcom has changed a lot over the years with Resident Evil. But about time 5 came around, I was disappointed with the direction that's been going. Yes, it's been too much action and not enough horror. Yeah, I do get it. That yes, it has changed a lot, but it's what Capcom wants. Capcom gets, because it's the employer. It tells its developers what to do and what type of game they would like, unless the developers are willing to risk their jobs. They're kind of in a pickle. So, and yes, the fans do have a say in what we can and cannot expect in the next installment. But I think the sales recently would change Capcom's opinion. I mean, I don't think it's right to have a big evolution of a game when it's like not what it used to be. Yeah, I get it. It's pathetic. So other than that, I can't really say much because I haven't played a Resident Evil game in years. So I really don't know what your problem is. Yes, I understand you do not like it, but it's Capcom's getting the final say on what is and isn't supposed to be going on with their games. So I can't say too much.
Don't fucking sit here and call me toxic. Because I know how it is. I know what they're doing. And I'm not allowing them. I am refusing to allow Capcom to fucking ruin everything that everybody grew up with. That everything that Capcom killed that everybody loved. And I'm defending those people too. Because they deserve change.
So you know what Capcom is doing every single day, right? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that you know insider information. I don't think you're even an employee. So that's why I'm disavowing everything you say about your so-called your information. And now as far as her messing up everything that you grew up on, may I remind you of the Michael Bay turtle film, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle films? They were bad. Very bad. People went crazy when we heard there was going to be major changes to the turtles. They were originally going to be aliens in the movie, but the fans fought back. They did it peacefully. They said this is not this. They're not called Teenage Alien Ninja Turtles. They're called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I think Michael Bay wised up and just made fun of it in the movie. Yeah. So you're not the only one that gets pissed off when people messes up something that they loved as a child. When somebody messes up I can't speak right now. Michael Bay messed up. Was going to mess up one of my favorite properties of all time. Yeah, I was angry a little bit, but at least I did it in a peaceful manner and did not use your tone, the same tone you're using here, little boy, and getting so upset. Yeah, there was major backlash. So if I were you, I'll just calm down and be happy that they didn't just literally destroy it, because the way the internet is nowadays, because everything that goes on in Hollywood and in the gaming world is being shared with us now. Instead of speculating months and months and months what's going to happen, and when it finally comes out, it's not how we remembered as. Yeah, I get it. You're angry. But you don't hear me raging like you are, dropping F-bombs every 5 freaking seconds just to prove a little point, little man. God.
Because you don't know the history, okay? You don't know the fucking history of what they've been doing the last 13 years, if not longer than that. You look at Capcom and you just accept anything that they do. That's why people like that are killing the franchise. That's why people like that, I say, are toxic. It's not people like me who are toxic when I'm sitting here trying to defend the fan base. I want change. We all want change. And I'm defending the people that were behind the project. Allison Court, Shinji Mikami, Paul Haddad, Matthew Mercer, Paul Mercier. I'm speaking for all those fucking people. I'm speaking for all those people. I'm defending all those people.
So what about Inifune, the guy who created Mega Man? I don't know how many Mega Man projects was canceled by Capcom, and people got angry. They got angry at Capcom. I mean, you act like Resident Evil is the only franchise that Capcom has destroyed. Yeah, I still hold a teeny tiny little bitty itty bitty teeny weeny nanny little grudge against them for doing that. But I learned that forgiveness is probably the best thing we can do. But yet you're so addicted to these people that had a big impact on our franchise. Yes. Kevin Eastman, the guy who created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or co-created them. Brilliant guy. But yet, I have heard many, many times that he did not like the cartoon animation, the cartoon shows being aimed at kids when his comics are for mature individuals. Okay? I bet he was angry himself. And I am frustrated that people do get disrespected. How do you think I feel? I mean, yeah, people are going to get knocked down by a bigger bully or by a bigger person, and they're going to get hurt. But if they just lick their wounds and truck on so they can please Capcom, and yeah, I mean, I bet Capcom didn't like that when they had to scrap the original Resident Evil 2. The one was now, which is now the Resident Evil 1.5. Yeah, I would love to play Resident Evil 1.5. Yeah, I would like to have Resident Evil 2 remake be just like the original Resident Evil that we never got. How do you think I feel when I learned about this? I have seen how amazing the game is. I want to play that game so bad, but I can't. You don't hear me bitching like a little girl every single second.
So this is why I do the shit that I do. This is why I'm defending the fan base. Because we're getting treated like shit. And Shinji Mikami and Allison Core has been treated like shit too. But everybody looks at Capcom like fucking gods and saying, oh, they're doing a great job with this franchise. They're not the ones who fucking created it. All these ideas came from Shinji Mikami. Most of them came from Shinji Mikami. All the passion came from that man. Capcom are not passionate about anything that they do.
All right, Shinji Mikami is a talented guy. Yes, he has worked on a lot of many good projects with Capcom. Yes, I'll admit that. Has Capcom made a few bad games? Yeah, they have made pretty much a lot of bad games, but yeah, eventually, Okami, which is pretty much a cult classic hit right now, and it also been recently remade not remade, but remastered to be more precise. And you will not believe how much better I think the game's doing. I don't know what the sales are, but I bet the games are probably doing a whole lot better than they did than the first time they were on. Than the first time it was released. Yes, Resident Evil, it was created by Shinji Mikami. I will admit that. But Capcom has made a few mistakes with a lot of other games, but you're acting like they have only done bad things with this franchise. Now, for Aslan Court, yet again, she's talented. Talent can always be replaced. How many times have Leon been replaced throughout the series? Probably more than once. Am I disappointed with that? A little bit, but yeah, I think, if they couldn't get the right actor to say, with the right tone, then they had to replace him. I understand that. But still, it's common facts. Talent can be replaced. It's not like there are other people who wants to make games, like, Infinity wanted to make games, but how many games was shit on with when he was trying to make a new Mega Man game? A lot.
They're making RE2. Whoop-de-fucking-do. There's no passion going into that. They're doing it for the fucking money. That's all they care about. Shinji Mikami did it with passion. He did it for the fans. He did it because he loves it. He loves making these games. He doesn't do it for the money. Something that Capcom will never understand and never will learn.
Okay, as far as the Resident Evil 2 remake, I think there's probably this, a battle between the developers and the head of Capcom, because Capcom probably want to put certain features in there, but developers are probably saying no. Now, granted, if Order probably saying developers want to put extra areas in the maps, they're probably I think it's Urza Walker that was cut from the game and replaced with Claire Redfield. Do I think that adding her into the Resident Evil 2 remake, it's been kind of a battle between the developers and Capcom? Probably, but I don't know. I am not there. I'm not there at Capcom. I don't know, and I pretty don't care which way they go, as long as it's not like, if it's not like force, if it's not like forced upon us, if it's not like forced to be put in at the last minute, then I think that's a good idea. If you're planning on it right now, or when they start the development of the game, then I can see it working out properly. But until we can see the game or something, hopefully by E3, but I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with RE2. There haven't been an official trailer release. And you're making these claims that they're doing it for the money. They probably saw how much success that Resident Evil 0 and 1 were. I mean, those two are pretty much remastered, and they sold pretty well, and yet Capcom say, hey, let's go ahead and reboot or remake 2 and add some stuff in. They're probably already working on Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, as far as I know. I don't have any inside information, but I'm just guessing.
Why do you think their games are dead? Why do you think their games are dying? Because they don't care. There's no passion. They're not dedicated to anything but your wallets. I've been telling people this for fucking ever. I've been telling people this for a long time. People still don't get it. Capcom doesn't give a fuck about you. Capcom doesn't give a shit about your opinions. They don't care. They're not dedicated. They're not loyal. They're not loyal to anybody but your wallets. People need to wake the fuck up and realize this is who Capcom is.
With the rumors of the Onimusha franchise possibly coming back, I mean, I've been complaining that I would like to replay the Onimusha games, but only way I can find them is on physically, but I would like to see them like remastered and or at least a reboot. But they probably can't because there's legal issues. I've heard they had to officially license some likenesses out, and that's probably one reason why there wasn't a whole lot of digital distribution with those games. And I bet those people complain about them for at least a decade or longer, because I remember people want to replay Onimusha games on the PlayStation 3, but they want to do it digitally. How do you think I feel that I want to do that? How do you feel about the other Onimusha fans? I hope I'm saying that properly, right? But Onimusha, great franchise. Haven't played it in a long time. Sold the games I bought years ago. Maybe I should have kept them. I don't know, because, well, it's my fault for selling them off anyways. But anyways, if they weren't passionate, if Capcom wasn't so passionate about the franchises, they wouldn't be, rumored to be, doing something with Onimusha. I hope I'm saying that name right, because I've always been having problems saying that name right. But if they are doing something with the Onimusha franchise, which they should, I'll be happy. Hey, they finally are having a good game franchise that was thought to be dead come back to life. Yes, Resident Evil and Onimusha are two different properties. Also, another property that's been dead for years that Capcom has is Dino Crisis. Yeah, Dino Crisis. People have been wanting a reboot of that, reboot of that for years as well. So how do you think they feel? I bet they will be crapping their pants if they find out that Dino Crisis is being rebooted or remastered, whatever they're going to do, or at least remakes, because it would be kind of hard. It definitely, I would not be surprised if they literally remade the entire Onimusha and the Dragon Dino Crisis game. So, yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
They're money grabbers. They're liars. They're scammers. End of story. That's all it is. They're not passionate. They're not real. They're not dedicated to their audience. Wake up, people. Wake the fuck up. Get your head out of your asses and wake the fuck up and realize who Capcom is as a company.
You know, if you think Capcom is scamming you out of your money, this is what you do. You launch a complaint. I think it's the Federal Trade Commission or somebody, and you say, "Hey, I think this company is scamming me. Can you? And here's what I think they're doing. Can you please investigate?" But no, you have to cry like a little girl on your YouTube channel just because you got your feelings hurt because somebody's, calling you toxic. Are you toxic? Yeah, probably. But here's what I find interesting about you, Nemesis. You claim to have information. You claim to you know this, you know that. Where's your proof? Other than that they've been destroying your favorite franchise for the past 10, 15 years. Where's your proof? I'm willing to let you present your evidence, and I'm willing to take it back once you provide it to me. I'm going to leave that open challenge to you, but if you do not provide evidence to me, then I will consider that you're just a liar. So, where's your evidence so I can take back my statements? I'm willing to do it.
Don't call me fucking toxic because I'm defending the people who deserve the respect. The people that has been disrespected by the company that these fucking fanboys out there, these fake ass fanboy kiss asses, these fake ass Resident Evil fans calling people like me toxic and giving the Resident Evil fan base a bad name. Go fuck yourselves. I'm defending all of us. Something that you will never do because you're going to sit there and kiss Capcom's ass and buy whatever bullshit they shove down your fucking throat.
Okay, let me just say this. I will rarely defend a company that's been pulling questionable tactics for quite some time. I mean, yeah, EA did a lot of shady shit, and they got called the worst company in the country for 2 or 3 years in a row, a few years back. But let me just say this. I believe in redemption. I've always believed in redemption because if you make mistake after mistake after mistake and a loyal fan base still stands by, a company that makes, still makes good games here and there, yeah, I get it. They're a great company. Since Capcom also have Street Fighter, what else they got? They got Okami. They got, like I said, Onimusha, Dino Crisis, Street Fighter, and tons of other games, game franchises. Well, including the Mega Man games, but I think Capcom can redeem themselves in a way that nobody else can. Yeah, they had made a lot of bad mistakes in Japan. Whether it's the one in Japan, the world headquarters in Japan, or the one here in the U.S. As long as they admit, yeah, we made a few mistakes in our past, and we're going to try to correct them. Yeah, these games that are out, yeah, some of them are redeemable, but others are not. I seem to think that over what I find kind of funny is you were some time ago filed a copyright strike or something against Capcom and you consider them silencing you or something. Listen, whatever you did, Nemesis, I understand. You're just trying to speak what you consider the truth. Yeah, I get it. But fanboys will always have their opinions on other people. Yeah, I consider myself as a decent Mega Man fan, a decent Onimusha fan, a decent Street Fighter fan. But am I a diehard fan that is willing to die for my favorite games of all time? I'm willing to defend my opinion on my games that I play, but you are one of the many reasons why I do not like the gaming community as much. I mean, we have so much hatred, so much disgust in it. Yeah, people are going to have harsh opinions on other people. It's natural to do that. But we all need to realize we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. I do not worship Capcom as a god. Okay? I think Capcom is just a company that can make decent games if it wants to. It can correct the mistakes later on down the road. I mean, but if they just push a game out that's not nowhere finished, then yes, I will question a company's legitimacy. But please, Nemesis, do not use your hatred and your rage against these people. I mean, it's common freaking sense. Now, I try to defeat your hatred with kindness. Yeah, I try to see things your way most of the time. But you just need to realize that Capcom, there's a lot of people that makes the final decision. And the developers are just the workers. If a worker is told to do something by their boss and they try their best to please their boss, and if they're not happy, what happens? Who is more likely to get hurt? Is it the worker or the boss who's telling the worker what to do? I try to, understand your point of view, but when you are being so rude, evil, and crazy all the time, I start to question your mentality. Okay? I'm trying to understand you at the best I can, but your hatred is just ridiculous.
If you really think I'm toxic for defending the fan base, for defending Alice Court, for defending Shinji Mikami, and defending this franchise, you can go fuck yourself. Capcom doesn't respect the fan base. They don't respect nobody. They don't respect nobody but themselves. That's all they care about. They only care about money. That's all they care about.
I'm finding this is the last clip I'm putting in here, but let me just say this. I get that he's frustrated. Yeah, slightly misguided. Diehard Resident Evil fan who thinks his most beloved franchise has gone down the toilet. How do you think I feel about some of the Mega Man games I never get to play? That I never got to play. That I will never ever play because Capcom killed them. They canceled them. How do you think I feel? I am tired of people like this saying, I'm not saying he's toxic, but I think he just has a toxic mentality towards a company that's trying to do what they consider best for business. Do we want to blame the Resident Evil movies for what the games have become? If we want to do that, that's fine. I do blame the movies for making the games too much action and not enough horror. with that said, I'm just amazed that this person has not been, booted off of YouTube with his opinion, for his extreme opinions. But yeah, I respect him, despite how crazy, barbaric, and how ludicrous someone that can be at times. I have nothing to do. I respect what he's trying to say, but yet I can't get back his. I cannot, stand by him because I think he's just too much dedicated to a franchise that has gone down. Do I wish that Capcom will listen to the fan base more? Absolutely. But when people higher up in the company are making decisions that are killing a franchise, you should be blaming them, not the developers. Do I think some of the people in Capcom Japan should go? Maybe. But I think that we need to realize I think this person is just too dedicated to a franchise that he loves. I love a lot of franchises. I like I may not like you may not like what I like, Nemesis, but let me just say this. How do you think I feel about certain games that never got respected? And I'm not going to go. I got probably a long list in my head. But I'm not going to go through them. But Nemesis, this is an open invitation for a debate with you. I am willing to debate with you, my friend. I'm willing to take every negative thing I've ever said about you in this rant. I'm willing to say, Capcom. I know I titled this, Resident Evil Crybaby, but I'm willing to say I'm willing to rename it to Resident Evil Diehard Rant. Diehard's Rant, or something like that. Something less offensive to you. But as far as I know, Nemesis, you're just a crybaby. You're just crying because people at Capcom are not listening to you. How do you think I feel about the movies? I think they suck. But yes, some of them are still good. I mean, if they were like a straight up horror action film, if they were more of an action film than a horror film, yeah, I say they're good. But when you're taking a Resident Evil name and slapping it on, not use the characters and all other stuff, I get it. You're just it's just nothing but fan service. I'm going to my rant here, guys. I will say this. I will put the uncut directly to his video directly in the description because I cut a lot of it out because I thought it was just the same thing over and over again. So if you want to hear his full uncut rant, the links will be in the description. So see you guys later.